Hey, what's going on guys? This is Fahad. In this tutorial I'm gonna show you how to create a global header like this and a global footer like this using Elementor page builder, and we will be using Elementor free version, so you shouldn't miss this tutorial. And specifically you have seen any of this tutorial from this YouTube channel where I have shown how to create header and global footer using theme customizer. So in this tutorial I'm gonna show you the easiest way you can possibly do your global header and footer. As we're going to make our header and footer using Elementor page builder, so now you have more controls over your header and footer. And specifically on this website I'm using Phlox theme, but if you are using other theme, no problem, you can do that following the same way I will show in this tutorial. But you only need one extra plugin that's also free. That's the Phlox core elements, this one that I have already installed here. If you have not installed this plugin, just go to add new and search for Phlox core plugin. So this one, the first one by Averta, is the plugin. Just install it and activate it. Okay, so right now in this website the header you are seeing is the default header provided by the Phlox theme, but I don't want this header. I want to create a header by myself using Elementor page builder. Also, if we now scroll down to the very bottom of this page, here you can see the global footer, this black footer here. It's also the default footer provided by Phlox theme. I also want to change this global footer using Elementor page builder. So first let's make our global footer. So to do that, first let's go to our WordPress dashboard, and from left bar here underneath Elementor, here you can see templates. From there let's click on add new, and from this template here you can see choose template type. Let's select header and let's name it JFD header and click on create template. You can name it anything. Okay, so here is our header canvas. Whatever we will create here, that will become our global header. So let's first click on this plus icon and I want to select this structure. So first on the left column I want to add our website logo. So as we have installed Phlox core plugin, on the left here you can see an widget says logo. So basically this is the logo what you have uploaded using your theme customizer. It will be that logo. But if you don't want this logo, you can use an image widget. So you have both options. But as we are using Phlox core plugin, so I want to take the advantage of this logo widget. So I'm dragging this logo widget on the left column here. So we can see our logo here. Here you can find the option for link. Always link your logo to your home page. So I'm linking it to home page. And from here you can control the image size. I want to keep it full because I want to handle the size from style tab. So let's now go to style tab, and from here you will find the option of width. So I want to give it in pixel. So I'm clicking here on pixel and let's make it 220. Okay, for now let's make it 100 pixel like this. Also, you know, from advanced tab, if you want you can add padding, margin, all this stuff. Let's now go to our right column. So I'm clicking here on this plus icon, and here inside this column I want to add our navigation menu. So here on the left you can see navigation menu widget, and this is coming from also Phlox core plugin. So make sure you have installed that, otherwise you cannot find this widget. Let's now drag this navigation menu inside the right column here, but right now it's getting the footer menu as I have created multiple menu from WordPress dashboard. So you can select from left which menu you want to display here. So on the left you can see the option for menu. So I want to make it header primary menu. Also here's the option for display menu splitter, submenu indicator. I want to keep the submenu indicator, but I don't want the splitter, so I'm turning it off. And here's the option for mobile menu. We will talk about it a little bit later. Let's now go under the style tab. Here's the text align. I want to make it right aligned. Okay, let's now select this column icon, and from left layout I want to make the vertical align to middle. So it's now vertically centered, looks pretty decent now. Okay, let's now click on this section icon. So from left I want to make it stretched, and content width boxed is fine, and here content width I want to make it 1600 pixel. Rest of the settings looks good for me. Let's now go to advanced. I want to add some padding at the top and bottom, so let's unbind this one. Top maybe 10 pixel, and bottom I also want to add 10 pixel. And lastly I want to add a tiny border only at the bottom, so let's now go to style tab, and here let's now click on border type. Let's make it solid. So now you can see border all around of this header, but I want only on bottom. So from width let's unbind it, and I want only 1 pixel of border on bottom, and here is the border color. I want to make it a bit gray color like this. Okay, now click on publish to save our work. Let's now go back to our WordPress dashboard, and from top bar let's go to visit site to have a look. Now you may wonder that we still cannot see the header that we have just created. We can still see the old header, the default theme header. So how can we change that? Let's now click on this customize, and from left let's now click on header, then click here header templates. Now here you can see JFD header that we have created. So let's now select this one. Cool. So right now we can see the header that we have just created, and let's now go back and click on header template settings. I want to make it a sticky header, because if we scroll our page right now you see our header is not sticky. So I want to make it a sticky header. Let's now click on this enable sticky header option, and now click on publish to save our work. Now click on X to close this customizer. Cool. So we can now see our header, and if we scroll down, here you can see our header is sticky, but we cannot see it because it's transparent. So we need to add a background color with this header. So if we now hover over on here edit with Elementor, you can see here another option, JFD header. You can click here. Also you can just go to WordPress dashboard, and from underneath Elementor templates go to saved templates. Now here go to header tab, and here you can see JFD header that we have created. So now from here let's click on edit with Elementor. Now let's select this header section, go to style tab, here background type, let's click on this classic option, and color let's make it white. Okay, now click on update to save our work. Now let's have a look. If we now go to our site, so here we can see our header, and if we now scroll down, here we can see our sticky header. Maybe you cannot see the full header only because of this WordPress login bar, but if we see it from other browser where we're not logged in, so I'm opening it from other browser. So here you can see if we scroll down, it looks really awesome, a very standard sticky top header. All right. So let's now create our global footer. So again on the same way, let's go to our WordPress dashboard, and from left templates let's now click on add new. From here choose a template. In this time let's select footer, and I want to name it JFD footer. You can name it anything you want. Let's now click on create template. Okay, so this is our footer canvas. Whatever we will create here, that will become our global footer. So let's now click on this plus icon, and this time I want to select this 2-column structure, and on the left column I want to insert the copyright widget. Again I'm mentioning we're getting all these widgets from Phlox core plugin, so make sure you have installed that. So let's now drag the copyright widget on the left column. So here it says 2020 Jim Fahad production, and then all rights reserved. Here 2020 and Jim Fahad production is dynamic, because if we have a look on the left, here under general copyright text, here you can see Y inside double parenthesis, and here site name under double parenthesis. So here year, the current year, and your site name is coming dynamically. If you don't want that, you can just replace it with any other text you want, but I want it to be like this, because if we keep the year dynamic, so in 2021 or in 2022 it will change the year automatically. I don't don't have to do that manually each year. And then on the right column, let's click on this plus icon. Here if you want, you can add social links. Like here is the social links widget, so I'm dragging it on the right column. So you can add these social links and you can customize them from styling. Like if you change the color to custom color, you can change the primary color from here, you can change the secondary color from here. So you already know how to do this. Also, if you want to change the size, you can do that from here. Then if you want to add more icons, go to contents, and from here just click on add items. Let's say if you want to add your YouTube channel, click on this YouTube and let's click on insert. Then here on the link, put your YouTube channel URL and then click on publish. But here on the right, instead of these social icons, I want to add footer menu. So I'm right clicking here and deleting this one. And here you can see navigation menu. So I'm dragging this on the right column here. And this time I want to select the footer menu here. Now let's go to style. I also want to make it right aligned. And let's now select this column and vertical align. I want to make it middle. Okay, now let's click on this edit navigation menu, pencil icon, and from under style tab here let's click on typography because I want to reduce the font size a bit. So here font size, let's make it 13 pixel or maybe 12. Okay, let's keep it like this and let's now select the section because I want to make it a black footer. So let's now go to style tab and background type. I want to make the color to a black color like this or maybe a pure black color, and then go to advanced tab, unbind the padding. I want to add 10 pixel padding at the top and 10 pixel at the bottom. And now you know we cannot see the text, so we need to change the color. So let's select the copyright text from here, go to style tab, let's select the color picker and I want to make it white like this. Also let's select the footer menu. Here is the color option, let's make it also white. Cool. Let's now click on publish to save our work. Now if you want to keep your footer like this, you are done. You can close now this tutorial, but I want to show you more options. Like if you want to add more widgets on your sub footer, like if you want to add Instagram feed or Facebook like box on your sub footer, how can you do that? Let's say I want to add that sub footer at the top of our main footer. So let's click on this plus icon here. Let's now click on this plus icon, and for our sub footer I want to select this 3-column structure. So first I want to make it also stretched, then now go to style tab. I also want to make it a dark sub footer, so from background type I want to make the color a black or ash color like this, or let's make it a bit darker like this. Okay, so let's say in this 3-column, on the very left column I want to add a text widget, and on the mid column I want to add an Instagram widget, and on the right column I want to add a Facebook like box widget. Or I will show you the way. So following the same way, you can add any widget you want. So let's say on the left column, first I want to add a text widget. So let's click on this plus icon, and before the text widget I want to add a heading first. So I'm dragging a heading widget here first inside the very left column, and I want it to say quick contact. I want to make it H5, and let's go to style. I want to make the color to white. Then underneath this heading I want to add a text widget. So let's now click on this Rubik's Cube icon, and here is the text editor. Let's now drag this under heading here, and here I want to put some dummy text. Also I want to change its color, so let's go to style, and from here text color, let's make it white. So basically here I want to display my address, my email, my phone number, my other website, all this quick contact information. Cool. Let's now click on update, and let's now duplicate this heading. Right click here and duplicate it. I just wanna drag this heading inside the mid column here, and instead of quick contact I want it to say follow us on Instagram. So we can add here our Instagram widget. So let's now click on this Rubik's Cube icon and let's scroll down at the very bottom. Scroll down more. Here if we click on this WordPress tab, here you can see all the available WordPress widgets. Like let's say here you can see search widget, categories widget, recent post, comments, text, all available Facebook default widgets. Let's say if you want to add search widget here, you can do that. Then if you don't want that, just right click here and click on delete. So on the same way, if you want, you can add calendar or any default WordPress widget. But here I want to add Instagram feed widget, and for that I have installed a plugin says WP Zoom Instagram widget. I also have a different tutorial for that, how to install WP Zoom Instagram widget and set up that. It's super easy. I will also put that link in the description. So if we go to Elementor page builder now, here we can find that widget here. You can see Instagram widget by WP Zoom. So let's now drag this inside the mid column. So here we can see all recent Instagram posts, but here already we have said follow us on Instagram on the title, so we don't need this title anymore. And here number of images shown, I want to make it 12, and per row I want to display 4 images per row. You may think why it's looking like this. Actually it looks perfect, but sometimes it looks like it from inside Elementor page builder. So just minimize the page builder once and expand it. It looks alright at this moment. So now click on apply here. Perfect. Now here on the right I want to add a Facebook like box. So again I want to duplicate the heading and let's now drag it to the right column here, and instead of Instagram I want it to say Facebook. And for Facebook like box I have installed another plugin says Easy Social Feed. I also have a quick tutorial how to add Facebook like box. That's also super easy, quick tutorial. So basically just after installing Easy Social Feed plugin, if we go to Elementor page builder and click on this Rubik's Cube icon and drag to the very bottom of our left widgets and click on WordPress, from there you can see here Easy Facebook like box. Let's now just drag this to the right column here, and then here inside fan page URL, here I want to put my Facebook page URL link. It's still loading, but we can see it shortly. And from bottom here you can see width, but I don't want that, so I'm removing the width. Then scroll down a bit. Here you can see the option for responsive. I want to check this, so let's now click on apply. Cool, perfect. Okay, so now to save our work, click on this update. Let's now go back to WordPress dashboard and have a look how it looks. Let's click on visit site. Now let's go to the very bottom of our page. We still cannot see the footer that we have just created. You can already guess the reason, right? Like the header, we need to tell WordPress to select the footer that we have just created. So to do that, let's now go to customize. If we now scroll down to the very bottom of our page, so this is the default footer now. So from left, let's click on footer and then click on footer templates. Here you can see JFD footer that we have created. So let's select this one, JFD footer, or whatever you named it. Cool. So we can see our global footer here, and I think we need to add some padding at the top and bottom. So you already know how to do that. So let's do it for really quick, but for now let's click on publish to save it, and let's now close this customizer. And then this time you can also customize your footer from by going WordPress dashboard, then from templates. Also if you hover over on this edit with Elementor, here you can see JFD header and JFD footer. If we now click on JFD footer, so here you can see the footer customization option. Let's now click on this section settings and go to advanced tab, unbind the padding. I want to add 20 pixel padding at the top, or maybe 30 pixel, and bottom let's add 20 pixel. Okay, let's now click on update to save our work. Let's now close Elementor page builder. Okay, it's time to check how our website looks on tablet and mobile device. So to check the responsiveness, let's now click on edit with Elementor. Let's first have a look how our header is looking on tablet and mobile device. So from here, responsive mode, let's now go to tablet. Here you can see we can see only the logo, we cannot see the navigation. And then on mobile device, we can see the mobile menu here. If we click here, the mobile menu is expanded. But also on mobile device, instead of one underneath another, I want to make logo on the left and hamburger menu on the right side. So we can do it really quickly. But before that, let's have an overlook how our footer is looking on mobile device. So here is our footer. It looks perfect on mobile, and let's now have a look how our footer is looking on tablet. So from responsive mode, let's now click on tablet. So on tablet device also our footer looks perfect. So we only need to fix our header responsiveness on tablet and mobile device. Okay, so let's now go back. Let's now hover over on edit with Elementor and click on JFD header, or whatever you name it. Now let's go to tablet view from responsive mode here. So we cannot see our navigation menu. So first go back to our desktop view and select the menu by clicking on this pencil icon. And let's now click here on this mobile menu. So here by default it says display mobile menu on from mobile device. So that hamburger menu will only show on mobile device. Let's now select this to tablet also, so we can see our hamburger menu on mobile as well as on tablet device now. And here mobile menu type, instead of this one I want to select the middle option, this one. So if we now go to responsive mode and click on tablet, we can see the mobile menu now. And if we now click on this, as we have selected the mid option, here we can see this big pop-up menu that looks really cool. Awesome. Also if we click on this X, the pop-up will be gone. And the last thing, I want to make this hamburger align to the right. But before that, let's have a look how it's looking on mobile device. So let's now select mobile. Here if we click on this hamburger, on the same way it looks on full screen pop-up, it would work great for big fingers. I really like it. So let's now close this. Okay, if you want to keep it like this, you can keep it. But I want to make this navigation, I mean this hamburger, on the right aligned here. Also on the tablet device, I want to make it aligned to the right. And unfortunately there is no easy way like clicking here and make it right aligned. I have not found any easy way to do that, but no worries, I have a little hack to do that, and it's pretty interesting. So let's have a look. First let's go to desktop view here. First thing, I want to take an empty column here only to make the adjustment. So first left column, I want to duplicate this one by right clicking here and click on duplicate. And from inside I want to remove the logo. So let's right click on this pencil icon and click on delete. So basically I just want to keep this empty column, and on desktop it looks perfect. So I want to reduce the width to very minimum. So I'm just dragging this to the left and keeping it like this. Cool. Let's now go to our tablet view. And this time let's now select this column that wraps the navigation hamburger. So I'm selecting this column icon, and from left you can see column width. Let's make it maybe 10% or more or less. Let's make it 5 or 6. Let's keep it 5. And this time I want to increase the width of the mid column. So I'm selecting the mid column by clicking on it. And then from the left column width, I want to increase the width until it pushes the menu to the very right, like this. It's too much. Let's minimize it to 60. Perfect. And let's now go to mobile device. On the same way, I want to reduce all width, because by default each column gets 100% width on mobile device. So first let's select the column that wraps the logo. I want to make it width to 50% maybe, or let's make it 40% like this. and then select the mid empty column. Let's reduce the width. For now, let's keep it 5 or 6% or 10% like this. We will increase that a bit later. So now select the column that wraps the hamburger icon. Now from left, let's reduce the width to 5% maybe, or let's make it 10 or 11. Yep, it looks perfect. And now select the middle one, click on this column, and from left, let's now increase the column width until the right hamburger hits the right corner of the device. So it's too much. Let's reduce it to 46, or we can make it 47. Okay, let's keep it 48%, and let's now click on update to save our work. Now let's close our Elementor page builder. So let's now have a real final look of our header and footer. So on desktop, the header looks perfect. It's sticky at the top, and if we now shrink our browser to check the tablet width, let's shrink it to a tablet width like this. Now here on the top right, we can see the hamburger menu. If we click here, we can see the menu items pops up nicely. That looks really great. Let's now close this. And let's have a look how our footer is looking on the tablet device. So here our footer and subfooter looks perfect on tablet device. So let's now shrink it to the mobile width. So on mobile, our header looks perfect. Menu items pops up perfectly. And if we go to the footer of our website, here our footer, subfooter, everything looks perfect. Cool. So you can already understand how easily you can now create your header and footer using Elementor page builder itself. So you have now more control on your header and footer. I hope this will make your life more easier from now. And by the way, the page you are seeing, it's a complete home page, and not only home page, I have a complete tutorial on how to make this kind of modern looking whole website, and I have shown that on a tutorial how to create all of these sections using Elementor page builder step by step. So you can check that out. I will put that link in the description. If you like it, please give video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe this channel to watch more valuable and in-depth tutorial like this one. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. And if you need any professional help for your website, or even if you want me to make your amazing complete website, you can go to jimfahaddigital.com. I will put the link in the description. From there, you can click here, need any solution, you can click here, and then you can just fill up your name, your email address, and the problem you're getting. Or even if you need a complete website, you can describe everything here. Here you can select a time frame, when would you like to get your service delivered. Then if you have any budget in your mind, then just click on submit request. Hey, thank you so much for watching. If you like it, please give video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe this YouTube channel to watch more similar content like this. I'm in a rush for now. Bye bye.